Hog, it is RuneScape. Everybody, let us go to the wilderness and fight for our lives. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Yeah, I've had a pretty hectic morning. Woke up late, took a shit. It's actually that's the entire reason why we're late today. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Woke up late, took a shit. I thought, okay, 5 minute shit, that's it. In and out of the toilet, that's it. No, I sit down and I just keeps on coming. And I'm like, all right, it's not solid, okay? You know, there's only two ways a poopy can go, okay? This is the key behind shapoopy, the mystical word that came in that one musical back in 1963, okay? The key to every poop is that you have to gauge its consistency. There's actually a chart for this, which I don't know if I can show on Twitch. I don't know if you're allowed to show poop on Twitch. Maybe I can. I don't know. But there's a chart. It's like poop consistency. There's one for dogs and there's one for people. Google Images. Okay, let's not see this. Let's just not look at it. Oh, I'm well. If I look at the chart, okay. So if you Google poop consistency, I was at a type 6. I was at a type 6 to a type 5, roughly. Some of it was type 7, which was a little bit much. So it was a little bit painful. Well, not painful, but it was a little bit messy. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff coming out. I love this transition to a mukbang streamer. Today, we're eating feet. We're going to eat all the feet. How's the dentist mod? I heard the dentist is at, or the mod is at the dentist. Hi. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, today's poop was interesting, but it set the tone for today. Usually, a solid poop that comes out in like one single plop is like nice. You get to clean up and you're done. No stains. Stay with stains. So, but shower was good. Showered quickly. No water in the ears, and it's solid. You got scanned. Wait, what? How'd you get scanned? What happened to your dentist? Is it gone? Like, is your dentist gone? Where? How'd you get scanned? See, now I'm curious, right? Actually, so what's funny is that when I went to go get my teeth cleaned, it was many years since I had gotten it cleaned, and usually they put like an anesthetic cream or something. Like my wife got an anesthetic cream for her teeth cleaning, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I thought I would get the same. So then I went, and then she was like, oh, you don't need that. So she used her like her ultrasonic drill thing with the water, and it honestly felt like somebody was ripping my teeth out. It was so painful, and hey, but it was great. I was in and out 15 minutes. I've never had a cleaning go so fast, but my mouth hurt the entire day. They said it wasn't covered by insurance. You have to call them. Wait, oh, that sucks. Wait, I thought they would check before they booked you. That's interesting. If it's in the toilet, it's hard to assess the hardness. You prefer to poop in the hand and then knead it a little to make sure. You are the type of person that doctors love. Like doctors, whenever you go in and you talk about like bowel issues and you say, "Oh, my tummy's a little painful," they ask you about your poop and they ask you like how hard it was, right? And I never have a good answer because presumably the only way to know how hard it is if you touch it, right? Doctors love you because you know the answer, and then they fear you. Yep. Yeah, you asked them to make sure about the insurance, and they said that you're all good. Well, looks like you got scammed. Did you get charged for it though? If you didn't get charged for it, then I guess that's fine. But that does suck that you have to redo it. But you know what that means? It means today the mod can make it for the Web Fishing Awards and the Fashion and the Infinity Nikki Lookbook. I forget the names I put for them. The plan was that today the mod was gonna miss the web fishing stuff, but she would make it for the fashion stuff. But now she can make it for both. And the mod was getting motion sickness, so but she actually got photos in, which is interesting. We have 3 contestants for the Infinity Nikki stuff. Again, that stuff will be judged within like an hour or two after the web fishing stuff, which usually takes like half an hour to an hour. So just be mindful. It may take a bit. And I was late today, so I apologize. This will never happen ever again. Yes, I threw up for you. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. People are gonna think this stream is weird. People are gonna think this stream is weird. If they didn't think this stream was weird after the poop, they would think it's weird now. Don't say it like that. Oh man, you start the stream, you hear poop. You then look into the chat, and the people are saying, "Yes, I threw up for you, streamer." And you start to wonder, where do they land? Why am I here? I watched a funny video on YouTube, and now this guy's chat is all me. It's being all weird. I don't know if I want to be here. First impressions matter, right? Freaky. Yeah, I'll talk about the name. I'll talk about the name in a bit. But I just want to point out here, there's more and more people that are slowly watching us live, which is strange. It's a bit weird to think about because I never checked, but then I checked recently because someone told me and they were like, "Yeah, you have a lot of people watching you all of a sudden." I was like, "Oh." So the dashboard says there's 31 people. That feels almost absurd. That doesn't really make sense. I feel like that number is wrong. But I'm gonna see what this is. Am I a fan of Lycoris Recoil? See? She gets it. She gets a little bit of it. A little bit of the wordplay. She gets a little bit of the wordplay. That's our mod. Did you know our mod reads books? Fun fact, she reads books. I was told she reads many books. But I was told that by her boyfriend, who doesn't read books. So for him, many books is like one book. This guy, her boyfriend, saw me with a book and he's like, "Yo, you read books?" And I was like, "It's one book." And he's like, "Yo, that's a lot of books." Oh man. But yeah, there's more of them coming over from YouTube. So your YouTube cousins, right? They don't see this part. To this, in this realm, this space right here is that it's between us and you. Does it say it's 31 right now? I actually don't know how to check. I have no clue how to check. I don't know how to check like the live count. It's like a weird summary count. So I don't know what they count for the summary. Because if it's a summary, right? Is it like the total number of people over the entire day? I have no clue. But I don't know how to check the live count. So I don't know. English is so weird in that regard. Like you can say throw up in a bunch of other contexts, yet you can't not think of puke when you hear it. Yes. Yeah. There's another word. There's another phrase that always makes me think of someone going to take a shit. It's something. It's similar to like squatting down. But yeah, it's just the connotations. It's just that like implication of the phrase and like where it's normally used. Yeah. What's funny is that I feel like other languages have that too. Like in Vietnamese, there's a particular word that can be used in different ways. Like you could use it to say that you're sick of anything, but when you say the word, people always just assume that you're sick of food. It's like the word for you're sick of food. But the meaning could be used for anything. So apparently there's like a new different way to say it for everything else that's like kind of like slang, but I don't know how. Well, summary is for the entire stream. Okay, that makes sense. But even then, think about that, right? There's only like, 7 of you here. I don't know, like 5 of you. I can't count. So imagine, there's like 20 people from YouTube who pop by the stream and are like, wow, this guy was kind of cool on YouTube. I wonder what he's up to. And then they walk into the shit talk. And it's just shitters all the place. They look in chat. People, and then people are like, I threw up for you. Streamer, my king, I threw up for you. It's like, what is going on? Somebody, listen, look, my web of association. Okay, I'm gonna read this comment for you. This is a real comment. Okay, well, I'll read 2 comments because this other comment was really funny. It's the gay one. Okay, top, bottom. You gay? If yes, greetings from a bottom to a top. That's a classic. That is now a classic comment. Whoever commented this, thank you. They also make EDM music. So it's like, oh man, this is great. Let's see. This game brought me to your channel. After seeing Northern Lion play this, I had to see more, and you had the most recent gameplay. If you've ever seen Northern Lion, okay, he's both the most family-friendly person because he has a family, and the least family-friendly person because he talks about like cum walking. And so it's like, what is going on that these people are finding me, and then they come into chat and they just see shitties. One German slang for jerking off is literally take down. So many situations where people give you the That's actually a good. That's an amazing slang. But to be fair, it's like, how often do you say takedown? Unless you're like a DMCA lawyer or you're a wrestler, I can't imagine many cases where you would say takedown. So I can see why the slang works. I can understand why the slang is there. Well, what other funny comments do I have actually? Oh yeah, and then somebody asked, "Hey, dude, can you tell me if I keep my progress from the demo, please, for for Atlas, right?" And I was like, "That's a funny question to ask because I don't work for the guy who makes Atlas, okay?" So I'm not the developer of Atlas. So what I responded with was, "Hi, welcome to the Atlas help desk. My name is Stick, and I'll be the agent assisting you in today's matter. Since you can't search it up yourself, I can tell you it actually transfers your save from another one of the devs games called Five Nights at Freddy's, which is a porn parody of Five Nights at Freddy's." Oh man, Stick. Also, somebody cracked the code for the cute cat pictures in that other game, Late Homework. So I need to try that. And I think there's a little bit more secrets within my side. I was thinking back to the my side game that we played last night. Pretty sure there's other things to do by entering different codes that will allow you to kill other mitas. Oh, you say it anytime you take something out slash off of an elevated place. Whoa, look at Mister 6 feet over here. Okay, jeez, look at Mister 6 feet over here getting requests to take things off of high shelves. When people look at me, when people need something from a high shelf, they don't look at me. They walk away and they get a ladder because they know that that's the only thing that can help us both. So I never hear the words, "Can you take this down?" I simply all I hear is, "Can you get the ladder?" Oh man. Oh man. Sorry. That was so good. Also, there was a very, very funny comment on the demo for Urban Myth Dissolution Center. The comment was, "Men so bad at thinking." I never understood this. Oh wait, holy shit, chat. Wait, holy shit, look at this. What the fuck? Oh my god, chat, we have a new comment. We have a new shitpost comment. Sits and pissin'. Yeah, okay, this is good. Remember when we explored 8800 Blue Lick Road? That really weird building with the two toilets side by side? Well, we have a person who made fun of me and said, you again, let me just play the video and then I'll show the comments. Okay, this is good. This is a good day because we need to kill some time anyways, kind of, and we need to sort of show what we're doing here and why I'm name changing. All right. So first off, I demand respect for who I am. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, whatever we saw within that household was a disaster. Okay, I know what I saw. I lost it. I lost the video. Here we go. Oh, I don't know if I can show this actually. Mouthman has to go over here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay. Maybe on a new window because I've got too much shit over here. I want you to look at this. So remember this house? This house with all the weird shit all over the place? And I was like, this is a terrible, terrible place. What's happening to the stick space? The good question. I also need to talk about this too. So this place, where there's a urinal with a carpet and a toilet, and this house, which was apparently this house was apparently a processing center for somebody who was stealing goods, right? And I specifically talked about how this is why I sit down to pee on the toilet. This is a comment that someone left on this video months ago that I just saw now because I never checked the comments. But holy shit, you're being silly. Welcome to the entire human race when it comes to peeing in a toilet slash urinal. Your grossness is on you. Males have lived since the dawn of time. If pee hits a part of the skin. Oh god. Oh god. Imagine admitting. imagine imagine taking that as like pride, right? Like male pride, being like, okay, like I'm a man. This is my pride as a man. My pride as a man is when I go take a pee and the pee hits my skin. Glad I'm not a male. Oh man, that's amazing. Sticky. I have a new name. I have a new name. Oh god, that was good. That was really good. Sorry about that. But yeah, welcome to today's stream. First off, the new name. You will always be Sticky. Well, I tried. But at least the newer viewers have something else to call me. It's a name that's been floating around in my head for a long time in terms of the brain worm. It's specifically the old medieval spelling of licorice, but it also incorporates a very interesting word that I enjoy from my language. The word li in Vietnamese means like wise or wisdom. It's a very, very fascinating word to me because that word is also commonly used as a name for women. It's actually just it's legitimately one of the most popular names apparently. That and Mai, I think both of those are like two of the most popular Vietnamese names for women. But what's funny is that nowadays the naming for newer kids within Vietnam is kind of going the same way that people are naming their kids in Canada and like America, where people make some very very interesting names all over the place, like the whole tragedy subreddit where people's names are all kind of like wonky and stuff, and it's spelled differently. Like you spell Catherine with like a Khatha, right? Stuff like that. It's sort of going that way, and people are trying to define new names. But I enjoy these classic names because of the meanings around them. It's also a bit of a wordplay because it's a homonym with the word lycoris. And what's funny is that the mod mentioned today about lycoris. You're licky. Okay, well, okay, fine. I'd rather be licky. Like the lycoris flower has a lot of interesting meanings within East Asian culture, and specifically even within Vietnamese culture, we share that bit of the language and like a bit of that folklore with the overall China part of the world. Oh, you thought it was just the anime? Well, so the anime actually makes reference to it. The name of the anime is a reference to the folklore because the flower. It's a fascinating flower, and there's like different versions of it depending on which color you're looking at. But the red one that we have in Vietnam and stuff like that, it symbolizes death. Symbolizes death. So yeah, that's why. The white one, though, interestingly enough, is the opposite. It symbolizes a new beginning of sorts. So they're both sort of like the counterpart of each other. It's why the anime is named that way. It's making reference to what the folklore is, and then with the context of the anime, which I can't really spoil. There's a lot of things going on in that anime with a lot of the people there. It's why it's called like Chorus Recoil as well. It's funny too because it's not just the anime. I'm pretty sure Genshin Impact or something also has that whatchamacallit folklore in it too. It's some Horrorverse game that actually makes like explicit reference to it as well. Is that the Genshin Impact? Zenith Zone Zero? One of them also has it as well, but it's a very, very well-known folklore about like, just that boundary between life and death. And then there's a larger piece to it that's a very, very long and very hard for me to translate because all the translations that I find are very poor. So basically, it just involves a dude who goes to hell and comes back. Just summarize it like that. Dude who goes to hell and comes back. That's basically the gist of it. It's actually a lot longer, the folklore. It involves, I think, like 3 different martial artists. So it's quite interesting. So yeah, that's the reason for the name. I also wanted to get away from the name Sticky because, again, that name was always going to be a temporary name. It was never going to be like the final name. Now, the reason why it's called Eat Licorice, okay? The person who had Lycoris was banned. The person who had Licorice was also banned. And I was like, fuck you guys. So I had to put another word in front. Anyways, the website is also changing because that domain name is very expensive. So what's funny is that stickthing.space is $20 a year, and that's a lot of money. Why is it eat licorice? Because you eat licorice. I don't know, because you eat licorice. But I also enjoyed it's funny because I hate licorice as a snack, but I really enjoy the look of it. I enjoy the way that the strands almost twist into a rope of some kind. But yeah, it's because you eat licorice. Listen, I have no creativity. It was the best that I could think of, okay? It's because he's now a mukbanger. Yeah, it's because now I'm a mukbanger. So now we just eat food all the time. Every stream from now on is just gonna involve me eating. Like, okay, remember this? Remember when it was reading the mukbang thing and it was like, okay, now you can do a ventriloquism? Ventriloquism, yeah. By which BJs? Why are they called BJs? So, so next time you see a streamer, okay, call them a BJ. because apparently bro- streamers are called BJs in the Korea. Individuals who stream mukbang are called broadcast jockeys, BJs. I don't know. I don't know if they know the connotation of the acronym BJ. I feel like that's a wrong. As a result, high level of interaction. BJ the viewer. BJ the viewer. Oh man. Viewers may influence the direction of the stream, but the BJ retains control over what he or she eats. Ventriloquism, by which BJs mimic the actions of their fans by directing food to the camera in a feeding motion and eating instead, is another technique that creates the illusion of a shared experience in one room. Why is it BJ? BJ's experiences with fat shaming. What is this? Why is it called BJs? Broadcast jockeys. Oh my god. This is a Twitch streamer, chat. This is me in a couple years. This is scary. Was that a poster of a naked dude? I'm getting banned. I'm getting banned. Okay, well now we have BJs. Pornographic streaming. Okay, don't click that. Was just gonna say that's me IRL. Could have made it a surname. Well, that's the thing. Okay, listen. The name can change every 60 days, so we just play with it until we land on something that we like, or until I can convince Twitch to give me the actual name, and I can take over from where they are. Anyways, back to the website. So the Stickthing.space is $20 per year, and I was sick and tired of paying for it. And Licorice actually has a domain name at .com for I'm not kidding you, chat. $4 a year. $4 a year for a .com is insane. So I'm gonna take it. Am I changing my VTube model to an anime schoolgirl? No, I'm not changing. I'm not gonna change my model to an anime schoolgirl. Nobody wants licorice. Everybody wants licorice. Okay, you know what's funny? I do enjoy the taste of licorice. Specifically, in one case that another chatter correctly stated, when you want something that's a little bit sticky and you want something that's a little bit sweet but not too much. When you want something that has a little bit more substance to it and just enough sweetness to curb your cravings, but not enough to overwhelm you. It's the difference between eating like a Dutch butter cookie versus like just pure sugar, right? You could eat pure sugar, but eating it in a Dutch butter cookie makes it taste that much better and clogs your arteries. You want something sticky. See, it's all references. It all goes back to who I am. It all goes back to who I am. Licorice is gross. Most of the time, I do agree. I can only eat once every year. But when I have that specific craving for a stick of licorice, I will go find a single stick of licorice from somebody, anyone, and I'll gargle it down. I will say too, they're fun to suck through. Like, you know how like every licorice stick has like a hole in the middle? I like the way that there's a hole in the middle. It's like a shitty straw. It's like a really shitty straw. Hey, actually, I have thought about that. So you know how now they're giving away paper straws, right? My theory is this: there shouldn't be a single paper straw. What they should do instead is give you like sticks, like even like something similar to licorice, but the inside is flavored, where the outside is like a gelatin core, so it stays stable, and you can use that to suck your drink through, and then you eat it. I've always thought that was a genius idea. The problem is that I don't have enough money to start my own business. But if I had the money to start my own boba tea business, that would be the new boba tea straw. Just a giant, thick licorice where the boba could shoot out into your mouth. So good. So good. Anyways, that's all for the name. Let's just move on from it. I don't want to talk I don't want to talk too much about it because I hate talking about myself. It feels cringy to talk about myself. I like to crack jokes as a way to avoid the self-confidence issues that I have. But yeah, just things will be slowly changing over time with the name. The model is not going to be an anime schoolgirl, but it will be something cool that I've been thinking about for a very long time. This is a concept that I had in mind before I even started streaming, that I just didn't have time, or I didn't have like the necessary, let's say, funds to make it a reality, because a really good model costs money, right? So I was like, I'll just save it and I'll just learn how to make it myself. I've learned I can't make a model, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just bite the bullet and I'll pay for it once I get the money for it. But again, all the money for streaming is like separate from the life stuff, so all the life stuff gets paid first, and like the $5 or whatever is left goes towards the like streaming. It's gonna take another like 1,000 paychecks for us to like afford something because apparently most models go to like $5,000. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll figure out some solution to bring it to life at some point. But it's specifically it's a piece of clothing that I've thought should exist for. It's a style of clothing that I thought should have come back a long time ago. It's reminiscent of like an older style of clothing within my culture, my Vietnamese culture, but sort of remixed for a modern time. And it's a character motif that I've really enjoyed playing with over the years. That I think would be interesting to see, just because I really enjoy the concept of what the character motif is. I've always been fascinated in this sort of dichotomy with the way this looks versus the way it's described versus the way historically it has always been. I'm very vague about this because I don't want to say it yet because I'm not even sure if I can get it done by early next year, but it'll be at least for sure by the end of next year. By the end. That's a long time, but we have a long time on Earth, sadly. So that's the way it is. We're gonna move on now to the Web Fishing Awards as well as the Fashion Friday. So thank you all for showing up and checking it out. Again, if you have no clue what the Web Fishing Awards are and what the Fashion Friday Infinity Nikki lookbook is, I post judging criteria within the Discord, the Party House channel, and you have to try and get the right things going in order to try and win points in a competition where I judge you based on how well you do it. Last competition, somebody plagiarized an entire Simpsons episode, which was kind of funny. But at the same time, I've had to, I've had to think about that. You're still allowed to plagiarize because it was funny, okay? It was funny to be that somebody that someone did plagiarize. But I'm now more wary of it. You didn't prepare. Well, that's you have like 5 minutes. You have like 5 minutes. Good luck. You have about 5 minutes. And we're going to move on now because there's going to be something very, very interesting to show all of you. I'm going to start this next segment. Yeah, I'm just going to start this next segment. But I have a song to show you all, actually. Sorry, I was preparing the song on the side. It's a song that I've never played on this channel before, actually, which is interesting. I really love the song. It's one of my favorite songs out there because it's such a fascinating style of music. It's basically just a bunch of acoustic guitars jamming out. But what's interesting is that it's impossible to find this artist. And the reason why, I'm not even kidding you, is because Fuwamoko, you know the twin streamers from Hololive or something? They've taken over the search results for the word bow. So if you search bow, you get bow bow, which is their like catchphrase. And I'm like, you ruined it. Well, not that they ruined it. I'm not saying, please don't cancel me. But I do think about the bow bow thing a lot. And then they've taken over the name. But I feel like this song really, really stands on its own because of how fascinating it sounds. There's a certain energy to it. There's a certain energy to what's going on within the song. And again, I just, when an acoustic guitar is played well, especially with another acoustic guitar to like build an entire composition, right? You have the rhythm, you have the melody. I think it sounds fantastic. Even just an acoustic guitar by itself can sound almost melancholic and nostalgic depending on how you play it. But in this case, with the way that it's played, it's even more energetic and it feels even more lively than I think something like, say, a guitar in Stalker 2 would sound. And I can't believe I've never played this for you all because it's one of my favorite pieces. It's by a Cape Verde, which is a weird way of pronouncing it, but a Cabo Verde artist named Bao, who are interesting enough that Wikipedia is exactly one paragraph long. So I don't know how, but they actually have no information on them. But they recently released an album with I forgot her name, something Shaw, and she's an amazing singer. But the new album is a lot more solemn and a lot more like downtrodden because it's like classic Cabo Verdean songs, very, very classic ones. But this album, all the way back in I think 2013, is called Cafe Music, and this song was even on an older album of his back in 1999. It's called Raquel. Raquel by Bao. Please enjoy the song. Surprisingly, He's just as hard to find on Spotify as he is on YouTube. And again, I want to really emphasize this. Okay, this is what happens when you search the word "bow" on YouTube. Okay, just normal page. Okay, you search "bow." First, you get a university. Okay, well now you get it. But then you also get Fuamoko. You just get Fuamoko, and you get this stupid Bao Bao first. It's not stupid. I love Fuamoko. But I'm just saying, like, Jesus Christ, man. I think what happened now is the recommendations are like, oh, you want that guy, not the other guy. Why is there a Vietnamese popular in Toronto? Why is this popular in Toronto? What the fuck are Torontonians watching? Why are they watching a Vietnamese dude? Anyways, that was again Raquel by Abao. Fantastic song. What's funny about that song is that it's also nostalgic for me because this is an interesting part about Vietnamese music. So we have our own traditional music and stuff that's like a very long-term style that's been around for like thousands of years or something. There's like 1,000 years or more. But then there's like different areas of songs that have come across that have like popped up over the years that have taken hold within Vietnam as well. Specifically, those guitar styles have actually been very popular in Vietnam. I think I talked about this last time, but that style of music, the style of music from Cuba, I think capo was also very, very popular. Flamenco was extremely popular. There's a lot of different various styles of music that sort of have come over because I think the guitar is just a very simple instrument to have around. Like everyone has it. We already have a very long history of playing string instruments within Vietnam. Particularly the one where it's like the one stick and it's like a single string and you see the dude pressing like playing with the stick to make a different sound. We have the one where it's like the 12 string or like the 18 string or like the 24 string mandolin or something, where somebody with like really long nails plucks it. It's like it's the instrument within Kung Fu Hustle, where where the two dudes play the instrument to make like swords appear. It's like that. I know it's a very bad example. But I thought the example was very prudent because that's usually most people's introduction to it. But it makes it very, very fantastic music. I'll play more songs as I find them from my culture throughout this like channel. I usually don't just because like it's hard honestly to like find music of that type when you're not already in the know. And I'm so behind the times because all my music is like really old that trying to find new ones that I enjoy as well is very hard because most music is like most music out there. It's just pop music, which is like, yeah, it's cool and all. Some of it I really do like, but most of it, it's like I don't really care for it. No, it's not even like a sense of elitism. I just enjoy playing certain types of songs over others on this channel, right? And the types of songs are always varied in terms of how obscure they are, but they tend not to be the most popular. Though I will say, that song Raquel was his most popular song that he played. Again, though, if you go in Spotify and you search his name, Bao, what you get is I'm not even kidding you. I don't even know who these people are. But you get these people. Who are these people? Let me just save this. Who are you? None of these are the people that I need. None of these are the artists that I need. And I don't even know why it's giving me a profile. Why is it giving me profiles? What is this? Chat, it's giving me profiles. Who are these people? He's like a 30-year-old dude from Cabo Verde. From Cabo Verde. Who is this? What's this? Who is this? Why is that? Wait, isn't that? What's his name again? Isn't that David Bowie? Isn't that David? I swear to God, that's David Bowie. So yeah, I don't know why Spotify's search is a little weird. To be fair, his name is apparently used everywhere. So there's an artist called Bauhaus with the song Bella Lugosi's Dead. For some reason, searching Bao gets you Bound 2 by Kanye West. Bounce Back by Big Sean. How does that... I feel like I could write a better close-term search algorithm than whatever Spotify has. How the fuck do you get Kanye West from BAU? I feel like the match score should be much lower than it should. Oh, this Baldur's Gate 3 original game soundtrack. That's a very interesting find. Anyways, yeah, hard to find his name, but he made a new album with fuck, what's her name? She was really good. She's really good. I have it here. Yeah, he made a new album with Kavita Shah, who's a fantastic vocalist as well. She really, really fits well with the styles of songs that he makes. But it's primarily, I think, her album, and it just features him plus someone else. But he's basically on every single track, doing the melody in the back as well as like the general sound. And she's the one singing in the front. But fantastic album. Again, it's a bit more. It's a bit, let's say, lower on the emotional scale. Like it's pretty sad in many different songs. It's a lot about it's very classic Cape Verde songs about, you know, their life there and the fact that so many of them had to leave in order to go and like spread across the world, and the fact that so many of them have had so many different hardships. There's a lot of romance songs about people leaving you, because romance songs is either about finding love or losing love. It's never about sustaining love for some reason. But here's a song by them which I really enjoy called Angola. You can listen to it on your own time. It's a fantastic song, and honestly, I think it's a great start to the album. But yeah, it is a little bit. It's a little bit emotional, so just be warned. But fantastic singing. We're gonna move on now. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. We're going to move on now to the ever. Fuck it. We're gonna move on to the Web Fishing Awards. Okay. If you don't have your fish ready, I gave you ample time by trying to stall as long as I can. You had all the opportunity to, but instead, all of you have. But I am happy that all of you have posted your screenshots, the ones who did want to compete within the Infinity Nikki lookbook. And you have all done a much better job than I did. I could not figure out an outfit for the Grinch, but we'll do that after the Web Fishing Awards. So Web Fishing Awards for about half an hour to 1 hour. Depends on how many people show up. I'll put the lobby. We'll do it the usual way. There's no special music this time because I couldn't figure out any music that would fit with like the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. So we're just gonna play generic video game music, okay? But it's gonna be fun. And again, the points do matter. You get 5 points for winning, 3 points. No, 5 points for winning, 3 points for second place, 2 points for third place, 1 point for just participating. And you will be able to redeem these points at some point in the future. When? I don't know, but you will be able to eventually, hopefully, maybe. Give me a moment to set things up. I will go. You can tell that I'm too tired because that competition, hosting 2 competitions in 1 day is a bit much. All the talking, especially the fashion. I did not expect the fashion to have that many different things to talk about, but I enjoy the flexibility of it a lot more than the web fishing. The Web Fishing Awards, I'll have to do some brainstorming. If you have any games that you want to replace it with, if you have any suggestions, let us know within the Discord in the party house, okay? And then we'll slowly figure out a good replacement for it, kind of, because I think for most of us, we're mostly done with the web fishing stuff. I think we're good with the web fishing stuff as a whole. It's fine, but because all of you are so high level, you've caught all the fish, and there's nothing really left to do. And there's not really many ways to customize or do things in the game, right? Like, it's just catch fish, do creative writing exercise. At least in here, even if you don't want to do a creative writing exercise, you can make a cool costume. And visual stuff I tend to find is a lot easier to get into because it's just whatever you find looks cute or something, right? So we'll figure that out. Maybe the Roblox dress-up game, I don't know, as a full-on competition. Next time we do play this, though, you will all be rating how good my outfits are, so be ready for that. It's your chance to get revenge on me for how I graded you during the during the current fashion competition. Let me see if I can actually raid someone. Well, this is actually, it's very addictive to play. Let's just see if anybody that we know is on, because I do need to. It'd be nice to raid people that I know, because all of you keep raiding me. It's honestly, I feel so bad because genuinely my time zone doesn't work, and so it's hard for me to be able to raid back to everyone else. Sadly, no one that I know is on, and I'm afraid to raid someone new because I'm afraid of social interaction. So we're gonna call it here. Thank you all for joining. If you want to join again, please do join the Discord. I'll try my best to find a free game that allows us all to do the competition stuff. Infinity Nikki has been a very nice breath of fresh air. I knew the game was going to be good, but I didn't expect it to be this good. So it was perfect timing for the kind of community events they want to run. So hopefully we find something like this later on as well that doesn't require a lot of time investment too, because web fishing and Infinity Nikki both require some pretty hefty time investment. And I think we can only really do one from now on. Have a good night, everybody. Please do follow again Hebisaurus, Herb, as we call her, rather, Athel and Red, as well as Mysticanus. I'll see you all next time. I don't want to talk anymore. My throat hurts. Here, look at this. Oh, actually, yeah, okay, look at this. Even better. There's another one. There's a longer one. I'm honestly feeling pretty disappointed about coming last in the Mrs. Claus Infinity Nikki competition. By the way, I want to remind everyone, the mod posted this and she was first within that one category. She just posted this as a reaction because she thought she was going to lose. I put in a lot of effort and creativity hoping to stand out, but it seems like my submission just didn't measure up to the others. Despite the effort, it's tough to see how far I fell behind, but I know it's all part of the experience that I use as motivation to improve for the next one. Even though I didn't win, I'm proud of what I created, and I'll keep pushing forward to do better next. And then she got cut off by the character limit. Wonderful copy, Pastor. Bye, everyone.